Alright, welcome back to the very Horde campaign. Obviously we've already formed the Golden Horde, so it's mission accomplished. Mission very accomplished, wherever it is. There we go, right down to the bottom. This one might be tempting, but heavens no, I don't want to have to go and get 200 of the grain provinces. No, what I would quite like to do with the remainder of this campaign, if it's even possible in the time frame, real life time, is go and punch Ming right in the face and try to form Yuan. Might be a bit ambitious, given that Cradle is as close as it is, but we may as well try, and if we're going to be looking eastward, then we would do well to dispose of any threats we have to our west. Lithuania is already getting carved up by the Teutonic Order, but it's not them that's the target here. It's a Polish conquest here. The Muscovites are trying to take over Lithuania, Godspeed in that regard. But I rather think we should take advantage of the situation, chop up Lithuania so they don't pose an immediate threat to us, so that we can really start hammering our way eastwards. We want to go and touch Ming in ways that Ming is really not going to like. We need to sap that mandate like crazy. He's getting tons of it, and it's not that we have a ridiculous amount of development, but it should be enough to well, to really put the pain on Ming, especially since we are a horde as well. So how are we going to do that? I don't know. That is future Jake's problem, but what I do know is that I want to fight Lithuania here and now. So whilst we're at peace, I might as well make them a rival. No ideas to bother going down. I really want to race towards Admin Tech 10, so that I can get some new ideas. That's why we're even paying extra for Unrest Lassie here. With focus here, wishing that we didn't get such awful monarchs. Not doing so bad on the queens, but you don't get the queens as a horde because no child, maybe Khan. Right, so what are we going to do? Might as well just prep up for the war. There's no reason not to declare it pretty much as soon as possible. At least not that I can think of. War exhaustion is in a fine place. Our overextension will go away and then I can stab up. And revolts, no big deal. Let's get you guys over here. We have quite a few guys. Since we only just finished up the war with Muscovy, something else to consider is that Lithuania have a couple of cores on Ryazan provinces, which they're trying to core, but they're going to stop as this war goes on. But hey, I just fancy ripping and tearing whilst the timing is good. Livonian Order are also a tempting target, but I'm not sure I even want to go that way. I want to head east. My only point of hitting here is to soften up targets and burn land to the ground. We will, I suppose, see how the situation is after we take land, what the aggressive expansion is and where we go from there. But this is of course our tribal conquest. We need to show superiority, which might be difficult, depending where the Lithuanian troops are. And yeah, there's definitely nothing I can think of to do in peace, right? We're not going to Thata. Reducing overextension will happen in due time. And, you know, I wouldn't mind that dip rep from doing so. Let's not humiliate rival, though. That's the last mistake you ever want to make. Something else I want to do is punch Genoa in the face as well. But as long as they maintain that Habsburg alliance, it's going to be tricky. But if the Habsburgs ever won't join in, then I want to be on that. So, let's just do it. There's nothing to really worry about. Lithuania still has a wee bit of an army, but it should be fine, right? In fact, I think I've just found some of their army. Isn't that convenient? We'll go and mop them up, and then we will mop Lithuania up. Our subjects just do as they please, which is fine by me. But we also do what we please, which is, incidentally, carve them up. Oh boy. Blows to be them. Now, we need to get war score from destroying them. Hopefully our subjects don't get themselves killed. That would be a shame. So where's he off to? He's probably off to Muscovite land, since that's where they're going to want to win against. In their own war, after all. Not too concerned about... Oh, wow, that piece wrapped up very quickly. They're no longer at war with the Holy Order, the Teutonic Order right there. Now the Teutonic Order can see us. That might get tricky there. I should have thought about establishing tributaries. It would have been kind of nice to have Livonian Order as our tributary, even if we are malevolent. Alright, but we'll carve these guys up. Livonian Order must be on their Lithuania must be on their last legs anyway following all this. And Muscovy will actually give me military access to chase down and destroy Lithuania, but I'm not sure I want to give it to them. I mean, we grant conditional to 1 billion people because of the way this war situation's going. I think I'll just enable Kazan and Penza so they can't be caught out, otherwise we need to take this land and take it fast. But everybody's on their way for that anyway. Aztec is definitely worth a watch, if only to see the crazy numbers. What, if only to see the crazy numbers of hours that passed without me realizing my stream was muted? Because there were a lot of those. Any surprising performance in the AI nations in this one? Oman's doing pretty good. Shamar doing very well is unusual. Top... hats off to them. Right, I want to keep Ottomans in my good books, because I certainly don't want them declaring war on me anytime soon. In the current times, though, I suppose I could just get going with the sieging. Unless his army pops out of nowhere, I'm not in any particular bit of danger. Of course, they could pop out of nowhere. That would be, well, dangerous. We got the cores going. I wish I'd paid attention to where, but it was probably around here, right? Most likely. Well, I certainly don't want this land rising up against me. It's worth actually looking where is the revolt risk around here. I mean, it's in these provinces, which I don't really care about anyway. I don't want them rising up, and they're never going to give me any decent amount of money. Same around here, I'm just not that interested. Then again, I do save myself that little bit just by doing that, so I probably should. So, how's it looking now on rest map mode? It's looking pretty good is what it is. Don't know why that bit's showing. Oh, that's my subject, of course. Then there are these provinces, including Balk. Or Balk, whatever it is. These are Afghan separatists who, they're already at 50%. Well, you know, I just don't want to have to deal with it, so farewell. This one's particularly bad, but units can change that one. And I guess it's fine if you come back to me, because I want to figure out what Austria's up to. If they ever get too tired, then Austria is not going to defend Genoa, and that's when I strike. And it's very, very close. Austria just needs to get a bit more exhausted, a bit more in debt. Anything like that is good news for me. And I'm happy for my ruler to die, so I'm sending him right into the thick of combat. Delhi's fighting Garhwal. No problems there. Somebody's asking how long have I been streaming. It only just started, so don't you worry, girly. I'll help you out with a bit of siege, because I really do want Smolensk to fall. It's quite nice how there are very few fortifications around here. I'm just going to assume that Lithuania are too poor to have any. Oh, but he's gutsy. I don't think we're going to hold this one. It's grassland, so I get a lovely bonus to fighting there, but I don't like the look of this one bit. Yeah, we'll never get there in time. Well, that's not a given. Depends how well they can hold out here. I don't want to lose battles, since that's how this whole war goes my way, or against me. So we'll do the best we can. Just get over there. Hot damn, it sucks to be you, Lithuania. I mean, in general, sure, but in this war as well, it's not good. A couple of cannons will probably help out with that siege as well, so get them over there. And I don't know what Lithuania is planning on doing, running around in my country, but it's probably not good stuff. You bind you, get you out of there. And get you... Well, it would be nice to go and chase them down. He's got to have run into his country somewhere. Sadly, it's all woods as well. Winterwolf just saying the ads, it hurts. I'm afraid I have no control over that. But I do recommend you install an ad blocker, because you're right, ads do suck. Now, where are you running to? It's really hard to tell, so I'll just try to penetrate through your country. So I'm confident I could run you down with my horses. This might not be clever, but I'm going to do it anyway. You guys are heading up there. You guys just keep on keeping on. You certainly... Oh, right. I thought this would be where my awesome general is, but no, that's my king, who's very not awesome in a lot of ways. So, looking at what I want to do to you, I would actually like to divide you away from a lot of land that you have, and I also want to border with Novgorod, rather than having to take land away from my own subjects again. So Muscovy, Novgorod, obviously Lithuania doesn't like this, but too bad, Lithuania is not going to be in a position to say much for any length of time. I would also like land that I can burn to the ground. So I mean, how bad is it for me to just take loads of land? Well, I actually don't want... That might be horrifically ugly, but it really debilitates Lithuania. And who knows, there might be revolts that spawn nations here. So I don't have any particular trouble with doing this. Spitting out nations is nice in a way, but in another more accurate way it's a bit of a pain. If I spat out Smolensk, would they be subject to me happily? Well, it's Ryazanian land, so I'd rather just this all goes to Ryazan in the future anyway. So let's not worry about that. We could, however, get Zaporozhye back on the map. Nah, we're a horde, we take land, let's not pussyfoot about this. Dusty's saying hi, well, hello. Right, much as I want my ruler dead, I think I'd rather... he's probably going to come back around here with his army, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. Even if that's something we love to do. Ah, there we go. Dirty beggar deciding to attack in Belo Ozero. I am paying off all that corruption, which is good, because I make money doing debasing. It's a great feeling, by the way. Okay, so there you are. Well, they won't be able to catch you that easily, and as you would expect, he's clicking his heels together and making loads of units, because he's fighting against me, and the AI always seems to bring out their best when they fight me. So, Austria, are you tired yet? Damn it. Looks like they've even paid off some of their debt, so that's troublesome for me. The Ottomans going to war with the Mamluks is no big deal. Gotta keep an eye on my truces here. I would love to fight Novgorod again. Truthfully, I'd like to wipe them off the map, but I wouldn't be able to get rid of this last province here, so they would be left with a province. But anything to discourage them from going coalition city on me. Alright, that's a problem. Especially when I'm... Wow, okay. Well, what's going on here? Well, somebody's about to die. I remember what I was saying about not wanting to lose war score from battles here. Yeah, you're toast. War score from battles is a bit painful. To lose, that is. This guy knows what he's doing. Let's get ourselves back into the grasslands of Smolensk where we can fight a bit better. As in, everybody get there. Stick together, don't get yourselves killed. And then we can summon our beastly armies and destroy them. I don't care about that. I do care about having the best of the best around here, and 332, good as it is still pretty good, but we can have better. But that maneuver gets you in faster, so never mind. Whatever gets you killed. Wow, that's tragic for them. Jake, you can't core across the White Sea there? There's no way I could core Novgorod without having another war going on. What I can, however, do is set this land as wanted so that my subjects actually make claims on them. It'll make life that bit easier for them. Yeah, this fort's existence is slowing me down. Hopefully we take it on this 64% and I can just move on in to kill. And there we go. I probably want the rest of you to make your way to Vilnius so we can just straight up get that extra capital war score on them. Would make my life easier. So too would be fighting you in on flat lands, but there isn't a whole lot of good land to fight on around here, especially when he's going over there. What was that about Uzbek? Uzbek have decided to settle, so I no longer have that awesome CB on them. I just have my other awesome CB on them, so that's okay. Latvia has no friends at all. That's not very nice, but they do have Teutonic Order and Riga. And I'm really not feeling like destroying them. It's just going to make me a lot of aggressive expansion problems that I'm not looking to have. The land is not something that I particularly need. This is what I want out of you. The money is kind of optional because I need to be in a position to be fighting elsewhere pretty soon. But we'll see how we do with occupations. Because you are still in another war against Muscovy. We'll see what you make of that. Although if you go down to those grasslands, then I have no problem fighting you there. I just want a full combat width for taking you on. Oh heavens, yes. Ryazan, what in the heaven's name are you doing? Aha, I see. Enticing them to fight you in grasslands, just as I had wanted. You're a real star. Also, let's do that thing I keep forgetting and get those war taxes. And we have another ability we can have. Well, actually, I do want my aggressive expansion down, and if I get that in time to finish off this war, then all is even better. And the age won't end for another 46 months. So I can do more without antagonizing the likes of Poland. Truthfully, what I'm looking for is the decent development land, but that doesn't really exist around here. Anything that I can burn is a good thing. And oh well, not too shabby. There's also Belarus and well, that looks like prime land for Belo Ozero if it has Belo in the name, and wow. It is an unfortunate day to be Lithuania. Lose your army, lose your great power status. Just losers. Okay, I think it's fair to say it's game, set, and match for Lithuania. God, I love being a Horde so much. Just split up, take it off, and we're good. When is that age bonus changing to war taxes permanently enabled while at war? It's not that simple. War taxes can cost you if you have other things that increase power cost, as I just did. I kinda want this, kinda still really want this, I'll take it. Even if it gets in the way of actually coring some land there, I wanted it. Revolt risk, do we have any? Other than that, of course. Well, nothing that looks like I have to worry about anytime soon. Nizhny, as usual, wishes to rise up. and I don't really have any problems just chunking it, so I don't have to even think about it, because thinking isn't good. Sorry, Lithuania, you should have given up when times were easier. Now I'm going to take you for all you're worth. Jake, what's your opinion on using exploits to get achievements? I don't know why you'd think I'd have issue with that. Oh, I think I'll take this as well, just to stop Muscovy from taking anything here. And it does not cheese off Poland. Livonian Order get a bit miffed about it. However, I think having them as a tributary would be a good thing. So I'm actually going to improve relations there. With a view to doing exactly that. Surprised they haven't given up yet, but they will. As I continue to dominate their everything. And I'm going to snipe that fort away from Muscovy so they can't have it. In fact, this was also a fort, was it? No, this was the forts. Ooh. I mean, that kind of pushes the boat out a bit, but it's, again, not impossible. They're busy going, but I still have my capital. But I don't want Muscovy to get that fort, or else I won't be able to take it for myself. What is that planned border gore, Jake? You should be ashamed you caused a heart attack. Well, too bad. This land is woods, which isn't good for me attacking, but anything that gives me that sweet, sweet war score, you'll never get that on 7%, so I'm not worried. I do, however, like getting more war score from battles. That should be enough to tip the favor in my balance. Or tip the balance in my favor. Who can ever really be sure? And that keeps Livonian Order out of a coalition, so I'll be taking all of that, burning it to the ground, and giving away... what do I want to give away here? And indeed, are these the best provinces for me to take? It kind of creates the largest net here. What the hell, I'll just do it. But I want another diplomat free. To immediately tributary Livonian Order. As long as they don't get this in time, which they will not. Ha! It really blows to be you, Lithuania. Really, really does. Pretty sweet. Wonderful. And they lost so much more than I did. So we grab a couple of forts. 1, 2... do I want to keep some of these? Get off of my fort. It's woods, it's flatlands. I like flatlands. Well, what does it really matter, because it's all getting burned to the ground initially. I can't think of a reason not to burn everything I see right now. And this is good, because it's going to give me the admin points that I actually need to core these lands. Look at 20, 40, 20. Goodbye, Kiev. I'm sure I'm not tearing down anything of particular value there. And then there are ones that I can't actually burn down, but I have a permanent claim, which makes things absurdly cheap. Then the question is, what goes to Ryazan? Ryazanian lands should go to Ryazan, so that's Bryansk. And thankfully they're not too cheesed off at me here. That debt, though. Yes. Bryansk goes to you. And Smolensk goes to you. Now you might be asking, what is my plans with all these Russian subjects? Well, I just kind of like having them. They're pretty good, large marches. I mean, the land would be much better in my control, but I would rather they had to administrate it. Could subsidize their armies, but I don't need to. So yes, you also get Polotsk. It does, after all, complete the area. And I'll be keeping this so that I can border Novgorod. and I think that's where Raya's at.